What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 Episode 12 Camelot 3000 is the title. Sorry I didn't do a Legends of Tomorrow video last week. I didn't actually have time. So this episode was pretty good. It wasn't amazing. Bit better than average though. We see the return of Dr. Midnight and Stargirl from the Justice Society of America. So right, let's break it down. Citizen Steel, aka Nate Haywood, did the intro this week instead, like Heatwave did it on the episode before the break. I personally feel that Heatwave does the best intro. So it started with Detroit in the year 3000, which is the future. Rip Hunter is talking to someone called Charles. He says he's rounding up all the parts of the Spear of Destinies. Charles says they're better off apart. Rip says they're better off being at the vanishing point. So basically, this is Rip Hunter, but not the Rip Hunter as we know, trying to get all the parts of the Spear of Destiny for the Reverse Flash, it appears. But yes, wait a minute, this Charles guy is actually Dr. Midnight from the Justice Society of America. So he basically has to kill Charles for the Spear of the Destiny that's in his head, because in this future kind of timeline, let's call it, Dr. Midnight has cured his blindness so he can see, which is quite interesting to me. So when the Legends go to the future, they find Charles dead, and obviously Vixen knows him because he was part of the Justice Society of America. As we said before, Dr. Stein steals, but he likes to say borrowed, apart from Dr. Midnight, which he found on the floor, which later turns out to be the savior of the whole episode. So obviously, as the episode is entitled Camelot 3000, we go to the medieval time where you know what's going to happen. We're going to have Merlin, we're going to have King Arthur, we're going to have like the Round Table, etc. So when they go to Camelot, they are brought to kind of Camelot, shown to King Arthur. Then they bring Merlin out, and it turns out to be Stargirl. I absolutely love the Stargirl character. I think she's awesome. I wish they would show us more of a Stargirl kind of base, as I think she's awesome with the staff. So during this episode, we find out that the last mission was to recover the Spear of Destiny and keep it from falling into the enemy's hands. So Rip Hunter joined them. They all decided to break it apart into 4 separate parts. Mr. Hunter and 3 others, Justice Society of America members, were splattered around time. So obviously that's how Dr. Midnight ended up in the year 3000, and this is how Stargirls ended up in the Camelot time. So Arthur fights the Black Knight, who turns out to be Damien Dark, which is kind of funny. And obviously Rip Hunter is with him, as he's the person that's kind of putting together all the kind of parts that will make up the Spear of Destiny. And we are now getting really close to the season finale. So they have a device that can make King Arthur do pretty much anything. They basically mind control him. Then a fight breaks out. Rip stops the fight by controlling Arthur and making him kill someone. Damien says, Camelot, or the Spear of Destiny. So it's an ultimatum that he gives them to 12 o'clock to hand over the part of the Spear of Destiny that's in the Camelot time. So quite a lot happened in this episode. It was really fun. So Rip and Damien Dark have a kind of mind-fucked controlled army under their control, the same way they did with Arthur. Dr. Stein's trying to figure out a way to use Dr. Midnight's technology to counter what they did. We find out that Vixen gets part of the Spear of Destiny. It's actually buried, like part of Arthur's sword. She kind of pulls it out using her kind of necklace, I guess, and she uses like the gorilla and power and stuff. Stargirl finds this out, but Vixen and her have a conversation where she's like, do the right thing. So kind of Stargirl lets her take the part. And the funniest thing ever is it turns out that Heatwave saves the day. His mind is more powerful than Dr. Stein. So basically, Heatwave saved the day with his brain. He basically overtook control from Rip Hunter to make the kind of mind control device useless. So the Atom wants to stay, and obviously Nathan Haywood goes back to the ship and tells them that they all decide to stay and fight. And then Damien Dark bails on him, and then Rip Hunter falls on the floor, and he's obviously useless without this mind-controlling device. Atom goes to fight Damien, but they have a kind of lightsaber fight, which is kind of funny, kind of, I guess, kind of a little Easter egg towards Star Wars. It's kind of funny, but Damien Dark owns him. What else happens? So I'm just reading through my notes, and then what happens is Nathaniel Haywood comes along, thinks he's dead, but he's got the Atom suit on, and basically kind of Atom is seen as a hero. So the interesting thing is it ends with Jackson saying to Rip Hunter, if you think about killing anyone, I will kill you. So obviously what happens is they take Rip Hunter back to the ship, not understanding that Gideon will respond to Rip Hunter's voice. So that you can see where this is going. He's obviously going to break out in the next episode, whenever that is. So this is really turned into an interesting series. So as we know, Rip Hunter has 2 parts. We don't know where these 2 parts are. The kind of Legends have 1 part. So that's pretty much how it ends. It was a good episode. It wasn't a great episode. I decided to read it this week as I did like the episode. So I'm sorry to say this, but Legends Tomorrow is on a break. It's not back till the 7th of March, which is kind of annoying as we've only just got the show back, but I understand they want to stretch the episode out a bit longer, seeing it's got 17 episodes and the rest have 22, 23, I think it is. So there's going to be a lot of breaks now, so it will get annoying, but I'll do a trailer breakdown for the next episode, which is entitled, I'm not actually sure what it's entitled. What's it entitled? Give me a think. It is entitled Land of the Lost, and there's some interesting things that happen in this trailer. I hope this kind of review comes out a bit better than normal. I've tried to structure it. I've kind of scripted a bit of it, which I don't normally do. So guys, please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in another video. Peace out. Let me know if this video comes up better. Let me know what you thought about the episode, and we'll have a discussion in the comments down below if anyone wants to get involved with the conversation. Anyway guys, peace out.